Hello. Stream. Stream, are you there? It is I, the master of pie. Am I live? Hello? Stream. I think I am live. Hello. So, it turns out, even after all this time and going through a whole new, technically different setup, but same cable, technically, for some reason, I cannot go live with my Ethernet. Not sure why. Not sure what would cause that, because you take out the Ethernet and you go to Wi-Fi and it works just fine. Not really sure how that makes any lick of sense, but I'm not here to question it. I'm here to stream. Welcome back to my Twitch channel, everyone. Alex, sir, thank you for joining. We are... Can you hear me chewing? Oops. We are back for another stream. Only been 3 months. Hey, that's a better track record than I usually uphold. Usually it's like a year. Years even. So I'm back playing, well, as you can see, Life is Strange, double exposure. The only downside to not playing this game for 3 months, I don't remember anything. I mean, I remember the gist of it, but I don't remember a lot of things. Like, I don't remember anyone's name. Maybe it'll start coming back to me, but at the moment, I can't think of a single person. Maybe Reggie? Was Reggie a character? Let me know if Reggie was a character, Alex, but... Yeah, so that'll be fun to get back into. I do remember, however, I think that we actually ended off on a chapter finale as a minor character. Why do I remember Reggie's name out of all of them? But we ended the last episode of this, I believe, ending chapter 3 or whatever chapter I was on, finding out that there's a photo of me pointing a gun at Safi? 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 Safi like Safi. Safi. As long as that's the correct character I'm thinking of, we found out that there's a photo of me pointing a gun at Safi, which brings up the question of, did I kill her that night in the first episode? And yeah, so that being said, I actually did not test practically anything. I tested to see if my lips were synced up for the stream, and I believe they are with my microphone audio, but I have not even tested whether or not it will see the game. It does! Nice! Let's bring up the audio for you folks. Now you should be able to hear it. Let me turn it up for myself. Nice. We're back. I don't know whether or not the audio is going to be too loud or too quiet, so Alex, I'll need you to let me know. We're going to dive right back in and see what's going on. I'll try and remember every time I take a drink so you guys aren't hearing me. Chapter 3. Is that the right chapter? Did something happen? Uh-oh. I thought we were farther. Alex. Is chapter 3 correct? I thought I was on chapter 4. Did I only finish 2 chapters? Oh my god, I only finished 2 chapters? Aren't there like 5? So I still have a lot of this game left to
How is it
find
already
out.
morning? This makes about as much sense as it did last night. Let's take a look at the evidence for the... Cajillion time. I've gotta be missing something.
I don't know if I forgot to unmute, but changed it. Let me know if that's better. It was for some reason all the way up. This is the game audio compared to my voice with just background music. I'll try and talk a little bit while she talks.
No matter what
This
that
is me
photo of
talking
me
for a
suggests,
comparison of voices.
there's no way I shot Sophie.
There's no way. Well, this says otherwise.
Moses, when this is all over, I'll play it
Smidge quieter. You got it, sir. Let's throw it there, see how that
as
does.
many games of Mana Massive as you want. I swear. I read the beginning. It's annoyingly good. Unfortunately, Lucas didn't include an evidence that I killed Sophie chapter. Restraining Order Lucas said Sophie once threatened to turn his son against him. That certainly implies some bad blood in their past. But that Lucas was scared of Sophie, not out for revenge. None of this is conclusive enough.
Lucas. Lucas. Here, you know what? Let's do a quick summary of what I can remember, even though I won't be able to tell you any of the names. There was the guy who had, like, the briefcase, which had, like, something, like, suspicious, but we chose to let him slide because we took his word that it wasn't that bad of a thing. There was the girl who's, like, part of a podcast, who's a blonde, who is, like, way too, like getting involved and is, like, super, like, will incriminate people just for the fun of it. A skull got thrown into her car, Sophie. We don't know who did it. There's obviously the best friend who was there the night that she died, that is, like, super into stars and telescopes and shit. There's the trans woman. I wish I could remember their name, because I actually thought her character was kind of dope. I think we smoked weed with her in the last episode. But I can't remember her name either. I think Lucas is, like, the smug dude who was, like, giving out a speech or something by the statue, but that might be the same guy who had the briefcase. Not sure. There is the investigator guy now from, like, the FBI or something, or the CIA, or I don't know what he's from. But there's, like, a private investigator trying to get up all in our business to figure out what happened. And we had to take out the camera. Yeah, the camera here from our best friend's room. I want to call him Moses, but I know he's not Moses. I only think it's Moses. Is it Moses? It might be Moses. Can't remember. But that might be everything I can remember. I better take a look at that photo from Sophie's camera. It is Moses. Okay, so I can remember Moses, Reggie, and Sophie. That's good. Those are, like, the biggest characters. I wish I could remember the one person's name. The one we smoked weed with and had like that conversation, who was going to destroy the flash drive of someone who looked like them. I don't know if it was Reggie, but someone also saw another version of them. So there's clearly some kind of interconnection between the two universes going on, so that people are seeing their duplicates. But anyway, I'll stop talking. Let's get back into the game.
As a clue I'm missing. Why on earth did Gwen cancel Sophie's book deal? Didn't she help her to get it in the first place?
Oh, I can't remember if I would read everything. Did I read everything in the last couple episodes? Hello, Gwen. Gwen might be that person. Thank you again for taking the time to talk with me last week. I've discussed the concerns you raised with my senior editor over the weekend, and he agrees they are sufficient to merit action. We have begun the process of pulling Sophia's project, All the Daughters We Don't Talk About. I know this isn't the outcome any of us exactly wanted, but I really appreciate your insights on the matter. I hope to work with you again soon. Maria Sandoval. Okay.
Whoever did this
Yeah,
had
there's
to go
the skull.
to so much trouble. Hold on. She's looking right at the camera, like she knows it's there. Does she want to get caught? Or is this another doppelganger?
Is that Gwen? Or is Gwen the blonde?
No matter what that photo of me suggests, there's no way I shot Sophie. Is that me? Did I go back in time and do that? It doesn't make any sense. And
I forgot I
would
could look at
never hurt Sophie. Not on purpose.
I'll get through
That
this scene
isn't
and then we'll
me.
look at the phone.
It can't be. Maybe if I go object by object, an answer will jump out at me?
I already did that. What am I supposed to...
Vin definitely knows more about the cow skull than he's letting on. Plus, there was that
Vin.
photo of him and Sophie canoodling. But what does that even mean? Before Sophie died, Gwen got her book canceled. And I still don't know why.
I think it's
But
Gwen.
that doesn't mean she killed Sophie. Plus, Dead World Gwen
Refill
seems
coffee.
genuinely torn up over her death. Yeah, the Gwen theory has some holes.
Let's refill our coffee. Why not?
Coffee. Coffee is friend. Get coffee now. No matter how much I stare at you, you refuse to make sense. Moses?
You better hope it's not Moses. He is not trustworthy of you right now.
Hello, Miss Caulfield.
Oh, fuck.
Can I come in?
Moses wouldn't rat me out.
The photo. If he sees that...
I have some questions for you.
Of course.
I like my rock shirt. That's funny.
I can answer your questions right here.
I knew you'd be a valuable resource. There are just a few details I'm struggling to make sense of.
I hope he doesn't ask me too specific of questions because I barely remember
Go ahead.
anything after it's been 3 months since the last gameplay.
Arcadia Bay,
Hello.
where you went to high school, right?
Yeah, that's where I
Yes.
had my girlfriend Chloe, who died because I
Beautiful
stopped
town with a
I ri-
surprisingly violent story
rewound
to tell.
time.
Not unlike
There's a whole thing.
Arcadia Bay and Safi are not connected.
a small town with a curious number of murders. And now, Safi, Llewellyn Fayed, murdered in a small town? What?
How did I lose a follower since starting this stream? I had 68 followers at the beginning of this stream. Now I have 67. That's just rude. Someone really got a notification of me streaming and was like, nah, I'm okay. All right. It's a Coke and some, what is it called? Malibu?
Are the odds? What do you think, Miss Caulfield? Are you the one who's unlucky? Or is it just everyone who ever meets you?
It's funny you ask.
Go fuck yourself. Arcadia Bay has nothing to do with Safi.
Ooh, there it is. Touched a nerve? I knew I'd find one if I kept poking around.
I agree. Very good.
Detective, I'm not answering any more of his questions.
What the fuck happened to the telescope, Maxine?
Oh, that's right.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Someone was in the office with me. I could hear them. I saw Moses in the hallway, but I didn't see you. All right, enough. We're not getting anywhere. This case has been abnormal from the beginning.
Oh no.
None of the evidence makes any sense.
Fake fan.
At least
How dare
that's
you.
something we can agree on.
I'm offended.
But
No, I get it.
I know why now. Somehow, all this death leads to you.
How was I, though?
It's not true.
Get rid of the photo. I am so uncomfortable right now.
He saw it. He saw the photo. Stupid, Max. Stupid, stupid. What the hell do I do now? None of this makes any
If it
sense.
helps, I have work at 8.
What happened that night? Why the fuck am I in this picture?
Photoshop, baby.
The old me would have just jumped back in time to the moment
I should have
this
made
photo was
that the
taken.
photo back here. The one over there. I should have made that the photo. That would have been great.
Maybe I still could.
Oh, shoot. Am I trying to rewind time? I missed what she said. Or am I trying to universe? Oh, oh. I rewound time! This is literally what I wanted!
So that's what it feels like to capture the perfect photo.
No.
Feels good. Final.
Safi.
It's here too.
But there wasn't a storm the day Safi died.
Maybe we are cursed. You, me, and Maya.
Maya.
Safi, wait. Who is Maya? What was she talking about?
Let me know, Alex, if the game gets too loud. It's a
Stop
bit loud
stalling,
in my
Max.
I don't understand. What do you want from me?
ear. That is quite literally the storm.
Pull the trigger.
Did I just time reverse through space and time? Because I don't think that's our original reality. Obviously, it's not. That's crazy.
What? No. No, that wasn't enough time.
I'm so confused. You really shouldn't push it. That power...
Come on.
You love how we can just warp through universes, like literally the multiverse, just like whoosh. But for some reason, when we want to reverse time, that's when we get the nosebleeds.
If I can just... Fuck! Moses, you were right. I don't know how, but you were. I have to tell him. Everything.
If you mean that you have superpowers, fine. I understand that. If you mean you're gonna tell him that you killed Safi, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because you still don't know the full story. And you didn't see yourself do it. Motherfucker, my mic was muted. I'll try and eat but my appetite's a little bit off. I understand, but try to eat something other than a Pop-Tart, please. I'll try. Hi, Max. I'm just reaching out to see if you've heard from Moses. He's been closed off the past day or so, and I'm worried about him. It's only been a day. I mean, I understand parents worry, but come on. It's been a day. I don't even remember who Joyce is. Oh, Chloe's mom. That's right. That's right. I do remember that. Mom and Dad. Reggie. Safi. Vin is that smug guy I think I was thinking of. Okay. Main feed, all I've done all night is stare at this ugly fucking ceiling. There's nobody up in the entire house but me. Okay, whatever. How do I get back out? Ah. Okay, I don't care. Amanda, finals may be postponed. Is Alex? Are you still there? Is Amanda the girl? She looks like the. Yeah, she looks like the girl that I was talking to at the bar. Finals may be postponed, but the ST is still open if anyone wants some late night coffee or just someone to be around. Someone once asked me why I like numbers. The reality is numbers have no emotions. That makes them easier to understand. They just are. Easier to understand isn't inherently superior, and what you're going through right now is normal, even if it's also painful. Spoken like someone who's never met an irrational number. I'm kidding, of course. That's funny. But hopefully that made you smile a little. Okay. 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 Space Buns. That's right. We call her Space Buns. That's our pet name.
Moses is waiting for me up there. Hopefully. I get it, Joyce.
Alderman knows about my powers. He forced his way in here and scared the shit out of me. I never should have taken that card. Worst thing is he saw the photo and just smiled at me. The fuck? He's plotting something, but I don't know what to do. How do I stop a cop? Chloe, later the strangest shit happened. My old powers came back and I saw what happened with Safi. I did do it. I don't know how, but I can't let this happen. It feels like I'm running in circles and I don't know how to make it all just stop. I swear to God, if Chloe doesn't make like even some kind of like I don't know, in the past appearance, some kind of cameo, I need something from Chloe or I'm gonna be pissed. I don't know how far I'm supposed to be allowed to explore right now, but I also don't want to miss collectibles. The phone's still here? Is that the phone? I thought I heard a phone. That's not enough.
At least you're normal.
It's a lamppost. I could warp reality here. I don't know why I would.
This is where the police tape was yesterday. Did the cops take it down on Alderman's orders? He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench.
Maxine, I reached out to Detective Alderman this morning for an update and he sounded very much addled? He said he spoke to you. What did you say to him? Please tell me you didn't say anything to jeopardize this case. I've only known him for like a day, but I get the impression he's always pretty on edge. You're probably right. He's a little intense. I just want answers, and he's my only hope right now.
I know Safi would have something poetic to say about this. If only.
What does double exposure do again? Is that something important? I don't remember. Oh, I'm not good at that. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with that. I'm just gonna save it. Alright, let's look around. That's where we burned the flash drive. I could change reality there. Doesn't look like I can do anything. Looks like I can wait. Well, let's go check the other reality just in case there's a secret. Oh god, this is the only thing I hate about checking different. Unfortunately, I've been placed on leave from Caledon. Obviously, the years I've invested into this place are not enough for people to realize my integrity and values. Thank you to everyone who has the decency to respect my privacy at this time. This month's Native Artist Spotlight, Tiagon Thomas. Nice. I've been in the dating scene for 2 months and I'm already ready to call it quits. Trying to find someone new to accept all my baggage at my age is too much. Running late with grades, but I promise I'll have them ready in the next few days. Okay. Is there anything I'm gonna miss in this reality? Doesn't look like it.
He's not here. Yet. Let's give him a few minutes. Maybe wait on the bench.
Stay the fuck away from me.
What if he doesn't come? I couldn't blame him. I killed his best friend. What does that say about me? That any version of me, could do something like that? He's probably not coming.
Diamond knows where I am and who I'm meeting. So don't do anything stupid.
I deserved that.
You wanted to talk. So talk. Tell me the truth. Tell me why you did it.
These options suck. These options literally suck. These options suck. These options suck. I genuinely don't know.
You were right. I shot Sophie.
I immediately regret my decision.
But I can't tell you why, because I don't know the answer myself.
No reason you could give would be good enough.
Moses, wait! I asked you to come here so I could show you proof. Something is weird about this place. Look. These flowers.
That's
What
not
are
the
odds
point,
they bloom
Alex. The
in the
point.
middle of winter.
The point is that it
Exactly in the
feels
shape
wrong.
of Sophie's body?
5 minutes and then I leave.
Okay. So, what if I told you there's this other timeline?
Welcome to
where
Crazy
Sophie
Town.
is alive. And I can travel between this timeline and that one.
4 minutes.
We're going to
I
the
know,
loony
I
bin.
know that it sounds insane. But I can show you. I'll hop from this timeline to the other. You'll see me, poof, disappear.
Yeah, to some magical fantasy world where you didn't kill Sophie, right?
What would
It's not
happen?
a fantasy
I have
world.
wondered that.
It's connected to this one. If I try to, I can even see the other one from here.
Wait, you can see across them?
And here, too.
So if you disappear or whatever, and I do something while you're gone,
I can tell you what it was when I come back. And then you'll believe me?
it'd be a start.
Okay.
That
Okay, deal.
Okay. Hold on. Can we just applaud Moses for taking her at her word, even to the slightest degree? That's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. I mean, no one would believe her. No one. Okay? Whatever.
All right. There's a chance Moses will believe me.
Prove
First,
I have
gotta hop over
powers.
to the other timeline.
Let me do it in front of him, just because I am curious what happens if I... Hey, Moses. Whoosh.
Now to see what Moses is up to on the other side.
In a minute. Well, they're not gonna summa What is that? Summa cum laude me, but I think I squeaked by my what the? So Lucas was the guy with the briefcase, Vin is the other guy. Is it this button? How about that one? How about this one? That? How about this one? Or you? Or how about this one?
Shit.
Got it.
I think Moses is too stunned to do anything. Let me jump back over to make sure I didn't break him.
So did he actually see me warp? No, don't look this way.
Max? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I'm sorry if I upset you.
I told you.
Upset me? Are you kidding? You did something physics says should be impossible. Is impossible.
So you believe me?
Yes. And no. You disappeared. Max, literally. I completely forgot to do anything.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Listen,
Ready when you are.
this is sort of the part of video games that I hate. Like, I disappeared before your very eyes.
Okay, let's try this again.
What more do you
Shit.
need from me? God.
Sorry, Moses.
I know there's a rational explanation for most phenomenon, but I gotta say whatever happened to my telescope defies any I can think of. Yeah. Okay. Boop.
Angel, psychic storm.
Can you do that again? Moses? I heard something like seen angel psychic storm.
What did I do when you were away?
And then you said,
Thank God I heard
Machine
it.
Angel Psychic Storm.
Thank God I heard that last bit,
Yep.
right?
That's what I did. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, near as I can tell, Sophie's death is where the timelines split. I think her absence is the only difference between the two.
I guess that could be a big enough event to lead to...
You okay?
So Sophie's alive over there, huh?
She is. And she's...
Don't say happy. We both know that would be a lie.
You're right.
When you see her again, can you give her something for me?
The bottle cap? How did you...
Sophie slipped it back to me that night. Found it in my equipment. When you give that to her, tell her to stay safe, Max. Make her swear to it.
I'm happy I could prove it to him.
I will. Promise.
He doesn't need to know whether or not I succeed.
But I think she's going to need our help.
What do you mean?
When I was a teenager, I could... rewind time. Just... raise my hand and undo everything that had just been done.
Okay.
And if I had a photo, I could go back even farther.
Wait. Could.
Oh, yeah.
Past tense?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Turns out when you try to change the past, you don't actually fix anything.
Sure. But what if the best way to fix things isn't changing your past, but rather changing your present?
How dare you bring logic to my pity party? The point is, I stopped using it, and now it barely works.
Okay, but there's a photo of you from that night with a gun. You're saying that could be a future you? Even though you can't do that anymore?
This morning I tried rewinding into that photo. It felt like trying to flex an atrophied muscle. Nothing made sense. But I was there, in the past. Sophie mentioned Maya, and oh God,
Do I know Maya?
the storm.
Max?
The storm happened because I changed something that was
There's
like a set
timeline
point in
where,
time, I
For
think.
some reason, I shot Sophie. This one. And there's a timeline where I didn't. I feel like, intentionally or not, these two worlds exist because of a decision I'm going to have to make.
Holy shit.
Moses, I've been here before. When I could rewind, it broke time. People got hurt. I can't let what happened in Arcadia Bay happen here too. Oh, shit.
Okay. First look at the crime scene. is
Can he see it?
inconclusive. I'll need some further insight into Miss Llewellyn Fayette's
What?
mental state.
Because if I'm understanding this correctly, that should be, unless this is a new form of the power, that should be him from the other universe, in which case Safi didn't die. So this has to be something else.
Not to call a shot prematurely, but if this isn't suicide, I'd put money on a Mr. Moses Murphy, friend of the deceased, being the perp. I need to introduce myself to Mr. Murphy.
He's talking like he hasn't already met you. Like he's...
Alderman from yesterday. An alderman that already happened? Max, this is really bad. Time isn't supposed to act this way.
It appears something was removed from her person post-mortem. Maybe the camera her mother mentioned.
We need to get the hell out of here.
I fucking knew it.
Uh-oh.
Returning to the scene of the crime? Amateur hour shit. How'd I let
Don't
a
worry.
couple of small-time fuck-ups like you get under my skin?
Rewind time. Deny,
You're not
deny,
making
deny.
any sense.
You want to talk about sense? Nothing about you makes sense. Telescopes don't put themselves together. Evidence doesn't disappear. You're going to pay for what you've done, Maxine Caulfield. And I'm here to collect.
Can he see his other self? What? Whoa. I don't like the voice acting on him right now, but it's okay. Terrible voice acting.
Help! Max, watch out!
What is happening? Aw, come on. Okay. Um.
Max, you have to let go!
No. 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 Okay.
I could have saved him, Moses. I could have saved him.
No, you couldn't have. Listen to me, Max. This place ate a man.
That's a funny line. I'm sorry.
Moses, your hair. I told you. There's always a cost.
It started with Safi. Maybe if we can figure out why she died, maybe we can prevent all of this.
That's what I've been trying to do. The whole day I've been talking to people and spying on them and taking their stuff.
Hey, Safi mentioned Maya, right? When you rewound?
Right. What do you think Maya has to do with all...
Who's Maya? Why do I not know Maya? Who the hell is Maya?
all this?
No idea. Maya was before my time. But Gwen Hunter might know more than me. She was Safi's mentor during all that mess.
Gwen. Gotta go talk to Gwen.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm still shaking. Alderman was, and then he just wasn't.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
And Moses and I were standing so close. But I'm here now. I'm here. I'm all right.
This is the Gwen that... likes us? Right? Can't remember.
Okay.
I'll let you talk in a second, Max.
Cool.
Can I go the other way? Nope. It's a stupid system. I could have saved Alderman. I could have saved him. Couldn't I? I was so close. If only Moses hadn't... Shit, Moses saved my life. He didn't know what would happen. Neither of us did. But he leapt... He leapt in anyway. It's been a long time since I was the one being pulled from a bad end by someone else. Who would draw this? Don't you think that's in bad taste? Who knows what would have happened to me if Moses hadn't stepped in. We've bonded in a way only a near-death experience can. God, I hope Moses is alright. Please let him be alright.
Talk to Gwen, see what she knows about Maya, and while I'm at it, I'd like to know why she killed Sophie's book deal.
In a minute, I have to check for secrets. Because that's what I always do.
I need to talk to Gwen about Safi's book. She'd be in her office.
The Christmas miracle. He's gonna fucking fail me.
Hmm? Oh, I can also go to the other reality. In a second, I have to check for other stuff. What was that? What is that sound? That's weird. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Forgot I could do that. I should probably do that more often.
I, for one, kind of like the paper straws.
Yes, nobody likes paper straws. We've heard you. We continue to hear you. Unfortunately, until we run out of them, and we have a lot, we can't replace them with your preferred delivery method of plastic. Of course she likes paper straws.
Lo-fi ambient bellows to chill/study to. A classic.
Then boom! The spaceship crashes right in the middle of a park, and this alien crawls out of the
I don't even
hatch.
remember who Diamond is.
That
I don't even
seems
remember
like
seeing
a lot
her.
of money for a student project.
I'm only gonna shoot the trailer. I figure I can cut costs doing some old school practical effects.
Seems like you've got a plan. Still very ambitious.
Go big or go home, right?
I'd been meaning to ask Diamond about her new movie. It's nice to see her so excited about something other than Moses.
Don't
My
mind me,
younger
gentlemen.
self might have thought this would make an edgy photo. If we can't sit on tables, where are the cool kids expected to sit? In chairs? Like a bunch of squares?
As fun and casual as it looks in the movies and on TV, we have to ask the students to refrain from sitting on the tables in the fab. Thanks, staff. Okay. Another place to warp.
Meeting tomorrow. Where? What meeting? Is it endorsing meetings in general? Have fun.
Audrey? I'm worried about Kim.
So am I. None of my attempts to reach out have yielded results. You?
Nope. She's still not answering.
How many pets is Chester finding?
Why
on
can't
the
you have
daily?
pets on campus? That's stupid.
Last time we spoke, Kim said.
This must be the professor Safi TA'd for. She mentioned he liked to tear this one kid down, but failing him is harsh.
Martin Hart. Oh, I can change his grade? That feels like a bad decision.
Shit. I need a password to change the grades. I'll never find it in this mess.
Password.
Right. Roses! What if we
Is there one over there?
Everyone likes
No.
that.
I don't want to go in just in case it does a cutscene. Is that a phone booth? Okay.
Wait, Donner and Blitzen means thunder and lightning? Who knew Santa's reindeer were so metal? And then she didn't.
Just remember to lock the door when you're finished grading, thanks.
Martin has an A here. I knew it. Safi would never fail this kid.
Sophie, do not forget to enter grades online once you're finished. Password is 1223. I like how small that is. I hope it doesn't like give me the password once I get out of this, because that I actually did have to look for. Password is 1223. Will it let me? Although at the same time, I don't know if it understands that I saw that.
Enjoy the A, my dude. I think you've earned it.
Nice. I bet some people miss that.
Guard your ankles.
This one. Okay.
Sharing your story isn't what I'd call it.
Loretta.
Gwen's office. Let's see what I can find out from her. Old school. Nice.
Perfect. I'm such a good photographer. Hope I was allowed to pose that.
It's alive!
Alive!
A black rose? Pretty morose.
Okay.
Happy holidays to my favorite prof. I don't think a happy holidays is in the cards. One of Safi's former students.
Dr. Hunter.
I guess.
First and foremost, my condolences. I know you and Safi were close. You don't know me. There's no reason you would. I know it might be inappropriate to come to you with this, but I frankly don't know what else to do. Before her death, Safi was helping me. I know was a member. I know as a member of the LGBT community yourself. Is there more to it? Wait.
One of Safi's former students, I guess.
No. Okay. Alright.
It takes me ages to comment on one student photo. I can't imagine having to grade exams.
Let's chat.
Is that Safi's book?
Hey, Gwen.
Max. No conversations for you to conveniently overhear this time. Sorry to disappoint.
Actually, I need to talk to you about Safi.
No reason to beat around the bush.
I know you got Safi's book deal canceled.
Shit.
What I don't understand is why.
You really have a knack for learning shit you're not supposed to know, you know that?
So I've been told.
It's a specialty.
Well then. No use fighting the inevitable. What do you want to know?
Why? I don't really care how you
that
convinced.
Book meant the world to Safi. You had to know that losing it would break her heart.
Of course I did. I busted my ass to help Safi get that deal in the first place. Introduced her to my agent, my publisher, lobbied for her. I don't regret it. That book was good.
This keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Let me get this straight. You helped Safi get the deal, and then you killed it?
If it had to be done, it made sense for me to do it. You know, I brought you into this world, etc.
So, what did you tell the publisher that made them nix the deal?
I told them there was incendiary content in the book, which was true. It would have harmed a lot of people.
I don't even remember what
Safi
incendiary
included.
means. What's incendiary?
Safi's book was incendiary? How? What was it about?
You really don't have an off switch,
Fire?
do you?
What?
How much did Safi tell you about Maya Okada?
Gwen's bringing up Maya? Time to pay attention.
Maya Okada? Safi never mentioned the name.
She always did keep her cards close to her chest, didn't she? The two of them were like the creepy twins in The Shining. You never saw one without the other. And that Vin Lang kid used to follow the two of them around like a lost puppy. But then Maya took her own life.
And that's what Safi wrote about in her book?
Maya's death and everything around it. Her anger at her mom for even thinking of Caledon when she'd just lost a soulmate. Ultimately, I realized it wasn't worth putting Yasmin and Safi through all that again. I made a call. I don't know if it was the right one, but it's one I made.
Sounds like Yasmin can tell me more about Maya. I'll have to be tactful.
One last thing. Is that Safi's manuscript?
Oh, part of it. Why?
Can I read it?
No. That's where I draw the line. I don't trust you not to dig up old graves.
That's fair.
Jesus. I've spilled too much already. Let's call this conversation over. Huh?
Shit. Now I'm even more convinced there's something important in that manuscript.
All right.
How do I get my hands on a copy?
What? What did I do wrong? I literally... This pisses me off that that's the case, Alex. For those who watch this in the future and missed his comment, he said that I failed a relationship, and when Alex played it, he got to read it. That's kind of lame, because to me, I actually really like Gwen's character, and I've been trying to do okay with it, but apparently I keep fucking it up, and I don't understand why. All right. I don't think I looked at the record.
More music I'm not cool enough to know. Will Gwen be allowed to come back for these?
I didn't mean to!
Tossing Gwen out screwed everybody over. So they took her computer. probably going through it right now. I hope somebody is coming in to water you guys. Preferably someone who doesn't have to break in through an alternate dimension. Gotcha.
That's stupid. All the daughters we don't talk about, Safi Fayyad.
Reading Safi's manuscript after all this feels like, I don't know, being hit by a tidal wave.
Beneath my feet, she still lies still in her Sunday clothes. We killed her with our own hands. Oh, we killed her with our own hands. I mean our lack of hands. I killed her with my voice. I mean my lack of voice. Maya's book was like a child or a tumor or a rising beast within her. On the first page she wrote that she was drowning, and by the same time she finished, she was drowned. The drowned always surface. What isn't spoken still exists. You can chop her up and sell her for parts, but her ghost remains whole. Floating there in the corner of my kitchen, giving me that familiar look, the one that says, unstitch the binding, let the pages fall out, fluttering like birds, shot down. The one that says, take him for everything he's got, and then some. Talk to Living World
Whatever happened with
Yasmin.
Maya was
So I gotta stay in this
explosive.
world.
Let's see what Yasmin has to say.
Dr. Hunter, this morning I attempted to call student resources asking them why your classes for the rest of the semester have been canceled. I was told in no uncertain terms that it was none of my business. Then I tried calling the president. She didn't even pick up the phone. Then I walked into Mr. Ray's, the custodian, and he told me he'd witnessed you being removed by security and that you'd been suspended under suspicions of selling drugs to students. I won't insult you by asking if you're guilty. I'll just wish you the best and tell you that you're the best teacher I've ever had. My student visa only lasts for another semester, but if there's anything I can do, or if on some off chance you're ever in Bangkok, look me up. Tan Samchai? Oh, there's more! Dr. Hunter, this is bullshit. You rock. I'm drunk. Apologies for the stationery. It was the only thing within reach. I believe I speak for all of us when I say that this is unacceptable, and you can count on our support at the hearing next week. If you're looking for a lawyer, I can recommend a decent one. We're going to fight this, Gwen. We'll go to the paper if we have to. Caledon Lit Department. You will be avenged. Alright, before I go talk to Yasmin in the living world, I am going to be right back because I have to. And we're back. Didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit W. So I gotta go out of the room.
Would you mind closing it behind you, Max?
But this is Dead World, so I gotta go to Living World. and find Yasmin. Ah, easy.
Sorry, Yasmin, but I'll need to interrupt your downtime with some questions.
Why do I feel like I need to search for stuff? That's probably not important. Not important. Loretta.
Hey, Loretta. Oh, hi, Miss Caulfield. How are you?
She seems so nice.
Are you working on your podcast?
Yeah. I'm researching this really fascinating...
Speaking of podcasts, if you guys ever want to get a really good podcast, you can always check out the Wisdom Podcast on all podcasting platforms, video exclusively on YouTube, and our exclusive show Back at the Cabin on Patreon for only $5 a month. Go check it out. Me and Brent do a podcast over there, and we just did an episode about the comedy in 2025. Go check it out. Anyway.
String of killings in West Germany in the late 80s. See, there was this hospital... You'll have to tune in if you want to hear the rest.
Great strategy. Love that.
I'll be sure to. Anyway, catch you later, Loretta.
What? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I can't imagine being this trusting. Don't they know there's snoops like me around? The art department really pushes for self-expression in every medium. I like that about Caledon. Oh wow, these are, extremely creepy. Sorry. This school's success means a lot to Yasmin.
Just making sure there's nothing around that would be important to talk to Yasmin about. I did the grades. I don't think I checked everything
I wonder who
yet.
took the time to censor Sophie's recipe. Probably not Sophie.
Dad's famous drunk gingerbread men cookies. 7 tablespoons unsalted butter, 3/4 cup dark brown sugar, 2/3 cup molasses, 1 big fucking egg, 3.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of ginger, lots of fucking spices, lots. Optional, drink half to a whole bottle of brandy. Cheers, Sophie. That's hilarious. I love that.
I wonder who took the... I hardly know any of the faculty here. So, that's Lucas's son? Oh, this picture is too cute.
Could you imagine if this was like the kid or somehow related to like Captain Spirit? I know it's not, but that would be cool. Hello, everyone. Don't mind me snooping. Just checking for secrets is all.
Fuck. This doesn't look so great for Gwen.
Alright, with that said, let's talk to Yasmin. All right.
Hi, Yasmin.
Maxine,
As
how are you?
My bad.
I was worried after your nosebleed yesterday.
Like I said, I get those all the time.
Still, be careful. Small symptoms can be signs of larger problems. A toothache can mean a heart attack.
I'm gonna try not to think about that too hard. I was hoping we could talk.
Come, sit.
You look like you've won the day. Coffee's that good?
Our ratings are. Paladin is once again one of the top universities in the country. The coffee is just so-so.
Have you seen Sophie today?
No. We're meeting later this afternoon. I can tell her you were looking for her.
I heard about what happened to Dr. Hunter.
Yes.
Would you really fire her?
That depends on the findings of the committee. It's out of my hands now.
Did Sophie tell you her book deal was canceled?
What? No. How was she when she found out?
Not sure, but I bet she was devastated.
Oh, Sophia. I'll be sure to talk to her about this.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask you about something. Have you heard of a student named Maya Okada?
Of course. She took her own life.
So blunt.
4 years ago. A horrible tragedy.
I think Sophie's book was canceled because it was about Maya.
Impossible.
Why?
Sophia didn't even know Maya.
Did Yasmin just lie to me? Do I call her out? She'll be pissed, but I can cut straight to the point.
Please don't make this a big
should
choice.
I go along with it and see what narrative she's trying to spin?
I knew it. I low-key want to call her out. Going along, I just need answers. I low-key want to go, like, I low-key want to call her out. But that could lead to me getting caught with certain things, and at the same,
Everyone I've talked to says Sophie and Maya were joined at the hip. You had to have known that.
Are you implying I'm lying?
I'm not implying anything, but I've seen Sophie's manuscript. It's explicitly about what happened to Maya.
Oh, so you're an expert now on Sophia's past. Never mind the context, the circumstance. Sophia had nothing to do with what happened to Maya Okada. Whatever else may be true, that is the bottom line. What happened was messy and painful. You're Sophia's friend.
I ain't calling
Surely
you a
understand
truther.
the need to protect her from rumors and gossip.
If it's just rumors, what are you afraid of?
Rumors are ammunition to those who want to see you fail. Because you're a woman. Because you're Arab. Because you're a single mother. Because... Frankly, it shocks me you don't realize this. Vin understood immediately.
What does Vin have to do with this?
Obviously, you won't stop digging. So go ask him yourself.
Wow, I guess I should talk to Vin.
It's... Listen, I love the Life is Strange games. I do, with all my heart. But, like... the first game, perfect. The second game, super intriguing, super intense, super fun. Captain Spirit, whatever, it was like a good, fun little in-between. Before the Storm, I think, was just like, if you want a little bit of a side DLC, you know, have some fun with it. True Colors, I think, stood on its own, but it definitely was a pivot from, like, the vibe, I guess you would say. But it still had its moments. It was still good. And then Wavelengths is just like, if you really like the character of what's her name? Alex, what's that character's name? Steph. That's right. Yes, Steph. The problem is if you like Steph, I mean, you know, it's good. It's a good character. You can enjoy that story. I personally love Steph from Before the Storm. It was good. This story, I mean, it feels like it's taking all of the opportunities that all the Life is Strange games have had, but kind of worked around. It feels like every single moment that it can be like, oh, you want to find the key to the castle? Well, you need to go down the well to gather it. And then you go down the well, and then it's like, oh, you want to get the key? Well, I gave the key to the troll down the stairs. You'll have to fight the troll. And then you go to the troll, and then the troll's like, well, if you want to fight me, you'll have to have the armor that could actually defeat me, or else I'll kill you in one shot. And you're like, I guess I have to work for the armor now. It's just feels like every opportunity I have to get questions answered, I'm just running into another side story. And it's not that it's bad. I am very curious what's going on with Safi. But it just feels like it's like, come on, let's move the story along a little bit, you know? Like, am I out of line for saying that? Did you potentially feel this way too, Alex, when you were playing? Just curious. Crap. Had a question about Vin Lang and Maya Akata. Sure, what's up? Do you know anything about Vin's ties to Maya's death? What happened to Maya predates me, but Safi told me once that Vin did make a statement after she died. Hang on. Excuse me. He said Maya was incredibly talented writer, but she also had mental health problems. We tried to get her the help she needed, but that didn't work. If he'd known it was as bad as it was, we would have done more. Does that help? It does. Moses, you're a gem. Also, good morning. I get it, mornings are for suckers. You didn't have to say it back. I'm just stoked about our date. Cool, I guess you're busy, so hit me up when you can. Hey, sorry, I was a little hard on you. Just don't be a stranger, okay? Who is this? Is kind of funny, but I'll say I won't. You weren't. I totally get why you were upset. I won't be a stranger, I promise. Thanks for saying that. So are we okay? Yeah, we're good. This chapter provides answers, though. Alright.
He's probably in the admin building.
Yay, sport?
That was creepy.
You're just gonna walk past me without saying hello?
No.
Oh, what a terrible mistake. Whatever shall I do?
I'm hurt, but I'm sure you can make it up to me.
I'll think of something. Anyway, hi, Amanda. What are you doing on campus?
Just going on a coffee run?
But your coffee's better at the Turtle. This one tastes like ass.
Enough about me. What are you doing here?
I work here.
Suspicious.
No. I mean, I just saw you talking to President Fayyad. What were you talking about?
Fuck it.
I was asking her about Safi and her relationship
I
with
come
a
from the
student
other
named Maya
universe, so who
Okada.
cares?
Oh. Why?
It's kind of a long story, but it's for something important.
Sky's always falling for you, isn't it?
You have no idea.
Well, I'll leave you to your something important. See you around, Tiger.
See you, Amanda.
I like just texted her.
He's probably in.
Isn't that kind of weird? Deleting that picture, Max. I don't often get the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. If you're available, Max, I acquired an extra ticket to the Burlington Expo. To clarify, this is strictly an invitation from a colleague. I have no interest in you outside of that. Thanks, but it's really
Lucas
not my
must
cup
be
of tea.
really
Well,
grateful
if you
that
are
he deigns
interested
to be this nice to me.
in expanding your horizons, the opportunity still stands.
The admin building. Professors sitting on the table?
How could they? Admin building. I don't remember where the admin building is. Oh, it's right here. Would you look at that? Whoops. Hello? Have any secrets, sir? I'm a private investigator looking for video game secrets. Like this one, Mothman book. Oh, Brent loves Mothman.
Erotica until just now.
My heart belongs to Mothman, a paranormal love story. A delightful romp through the haunted and hilarious and hot American Midwest. Beatrice Racine, New York Times best-selling author of I Was Abducted and I Vote. Oil Hat Press. Yeah, speaking of Mothman, we actually somewhat talk about Mothman quite a lot, as well as Bigfoot, aliens, and all things around the world on our hit podcast, The Woodsman Podcast. You can go check it out now on all podcasting platforms, video exclusively on YouTube, and our uncensored show, Back to the Cabin, exclusively on Patreon for $5 a month if you would like to watch it. Go check it out if you'd like to just hear me and my friend Brent talk all kinds of shit about all kinds of stuff. Thank you. Anyway.
Administrative assistant.
Whatever. Just, I think it's a waste is all.
Keep up my shenanigans, and they'll have to add Max Caulfield to the list.
Legends of the Lake, the spooky stories and cryptid creatures of Lake Champlain. Speaking of cryptid characters, we talk a lot. I'm just kidding, sorry.
I definitely.
Looks like they're pulling Gwen's books from the library.
Why?
This is such bullshit.
Just because she allegedly sold drugs to students.
Okay, Isabel, you were absolutely right.
As always. What, was I right about?
As it happens, a number of folks, faculty and staff alike, would love a 4-day work week.
A crush on Lucas? Really? Things can't be that bad, can they? Nothing ever seems to bother you, Gretch. You must have a heart of stone. Looks like somebody had their last stand.
Hey, Vin.
Yasmin's out right now. Sorry to disappoint. Unless you're here for me. In which case, I'll do my best to be of service.
I don't
Do
like
you talk
Vin.
like this to everyone who comes near Yasmin's office?
I've never met a pissed off board member I can't defang with a little eyebrow action.
I hate him. He's so gross.
Speaking of Yasmin, how did you end up in her good graces?
Oh, it's been so long I can't remember. She probably saw me in The Importance of Being Earnest my freshman year. Not to brag, but I was kind of a campus sensation as Algernon.
So it had nothing to do with Maya Okada?
Wow. You know Maya's name. Am I supposed to collapse under the weight of that revelation?
You're supposed to talk to me like a human being about what happened with her.
What do you need me for, Super Sleuth? You're obviously capable of digging up ancient gossip on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, Gwen's hearing completely scrambled Kahuna schedule.
No casual chats about Maya. Noted.
Alright. You got it. I'll speak to the dead version of you, but not because you're dead, but because Safi was shot and murdered at the top of a hill, and so you're part of the dead universe, Vin. Well, now where are you?
The hedgehog, distant relative of the shrew, enjoys its rest after a full day's work for the kahuna.
Just don't break it.
I could just get you a new one. It cost me like $2.
I don't want a new one. I want the one you gave me.
Safi bought him that hedgehog? That's sweet. Say cheese, little guy.
Got it. Hey Max, I know it's been an eventful morning, but I'm still parsing it all. But had a quick question. Are you able to get my text when you're in the other timeline? Trying to grasp the extent of what you can do from a physics point of view. Doesn't look like I can, no. Okay, cool. That's a big help. I'll be in touch a little later when I've made some inroads into what happened earlier. Okay, so I started doing a little digging into Alderman's situation, and it's already weird. Apparently, neither Vermont State nor Lakeport have any record of a Detective Vincent Alterman ever. Did we wipe that fucker from existence? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, that's
How
odd.
can they have no record of him? They sent him. That's not what her text said earlier. It was about Alderman's investigation. What the hell is going on?
Please can. Oh, we wiped that fucker from existence. What the I know it. Yasmin, I'm so sorry, but this doesn't make any sense. I know it never does. Hello, Maxine. I wanted to say I appreciate the friendship you and Moses had with Safia. Even though she ended her life in the manner that she did, you both made the life she did have as special as it was brief. Bro, we wiped Alderman literally from the universe.
I don't like the looks of this guy. Too grim reapy.
Oh, hello.
Changing Yasmin's schedule must have been agonizing. For both her and Vin.
How nice of you to finally return my phone calls, Desmond.
Hello?
Damn the emails. Sophie was our only child. Can't you spare 15 minutes to discuss her funerary arrangements? No.
I don't blame Vin for wanting to ditch Caledon and get a fresh start. Looking for gigs out on the West Coast, huh? Break a leg, Vin.
Childhood friends separated from a young age are reunited in college after both have come out. Childhood may be over, but playtime is about to begin. Shooting dates to be determined. Interesting. Alright, so where's Vin? Vin. Vin.
It's that security guy who's been lurking all over campus. Is he looking at classes?
Where the hell's Vin?
I wanted to talk to you about Abraxas and who should be leading it.
Oh.
Waiting until I'm down to try to kick me out, huh? I thought you were smarter than that.
Oh no! Somebody abandoned their boy.
Hot dog man, no.
Diamond wants to lead Abraxas.
Meant to read it.
I bet she's got some good secrets. Whoa, Diamond was working on a documentary about Moses. I wonder why she never went through with it. That was not dirt on Vin. I'm sorry, Diamond. I didn't think this is what I'd find.
Dear Moses, don't laugh, alright? I know what you think of therapy. The brain is unknowable and the soul isn't a thing. Your words, not mine. But this is an exercise, which means I shouldn't have to worry about you shredding my thesis. Funny, isn't it? Even when I'm writing something for my own emotional health in a letter that's only meant for me, I imagine your voice in the back of my head always asking questions, always pushing me. So here it is, all in all its messy glory. I have feelings for you. There, I said it. I knew I was falling for you on our first trip to Everett. When you helped me find Orion. 3 bright stars. Orion. Oh, God. I meant Orion. I hate myself. Orion. 3 bright stars. And you put your face close to mine. It was your first lecture, your words so warm on my neck. I didn't know about Tony then, or about how much I'd want to be close to you after that. So yes, I have feelings for you, and yes, I struggle with them every day, but I have to move on. You've got your love, and it's mine. It's time I find mine elsewhere. Even if I don't want to, even if it's hard to, even though you're the first person I've liked that actually makes sense. I've had crushes before, big ones, and I've tried sex, but I've never really understood what it was like to actually want that with someone until I met you. I don't know if I ever will again, or if anyone will ever love me if I decide I don't want to do that again. Am I really just supposed to give up, be alone forever, love always, Diamond? Jesus. That's crazy. Okay. Don't know why she left that just out in the open in the library.
Don't mind us,
I walked too
Max.
close.
We were just finishing up.
Vin, Abraxas needs new blood.
You mean you need another line on your resume?
Hold up, can we talk? I just want to ask you about Maya.
Please. I can't handle the both of you. Trying to exploit my weak spots.
Did I just witness a failed crown snatching?
You gotta seize the opportunities when you can. And hey, it almost worked. Speaking of which, what's the deal with Maya? Isn't she the undergrad who died a while ago?
That's her? Why, do you know anything?
Just that Vin looks like he bit into a lemon anytime someone says her name.
So Maya makes Vin uncomfortable, huh? Let's find out why.
There's gonna be a debate at the beginning of next semester. A special little pissing match for Vin and me. Vin usually runs for Abraxas president unopposed.
I don't remember
But if I
Diamond
had
at
the
all. I
right
know I
piece
met
of
her in the
dirt,
snow or saw her in the snow, but I don't
I could
remember
make him
any
step down.
If I give
thing
her
about her.
something juicy and then go to the other timeline, maybe I can listen in on Diamond confronting Vin?
Um.
Vin gave a statement where he said Maya had mental health problems. Which may have been true, but I think there's more. What I'm saying is, someone let Maya down. Really badly.
I don't get it. Were Maya and Vin friends or something?
I'm not sure, but they definitely knew each other.
And Vin gave a statement about her death. What a pompous little piece of shit.
Just try not to go too hard on him, okay? He's not in the greatest place.
Relax. I'm not Loretta.
Can you do me a favor? Wait until I get out of here to bring this up with him.
You got it. I won't jeopardize your getaway.
This Vin's not going to tell
Smart
me
wording.
anything. Maybe the other one has looser lips. If I'm going to listen in on this conversation, I need to cross to the other side.
Yeah. I got it. Isn't this what I'm supposed to do? Diamond. What's my objective? Yes, but not here. Where's Vin at? How are you supposed to know? Pulse into the living world and investigate dead world Vin.
Damn, Vin's the most popular class on campus.
Oh, finally. Jeez, you took your time.
Can you let a man make a stale cup of coffee in peace?
No. Because here's the thing. I didn't want to bring this up before, but I know about the statement you made. About Maya. You told people she had mental health issues, but that wasn't the whole story, was it?
That's an extremely fucked up thing to bring up.
Nobody expects the head of Abraxas to be Mother Teresa, but they shouldn't be covering up details about someone's death.
Alright, fine. You wanna know what happened? After Maya died, Yasmin told me that if I stated on the record that Maya was troubled, she'd give me a job as her assistant.
Holy.
Why would anyone want to hear about what you had to say about Maya?
I don't know, Dinah, maybe because we were fucking friends? I met in one of Colmenaro's fiction classes and it clicked.
And you said that shit about her?
Shut up. You wanted a performance and now you're gonna kill her. I grew up without any money, okay? Most kids at Caledon don't get what that's like. And I'm not fucking stupid, okay? I'm not gonna make it as an actor. So yes, Yasmin promised me a stable, respectable job, health insurance. And I took it. And I cared about Maya. And it was a horrible thing to do, and I've regretted it ever since.
Then that's... I don't have to bring that up in the debate.
There's not gonna be a debate. I'm dropping out of the race.
You're just gonna let me be the head of Abraxas? Like that?
It doesn't feel very good in the end, does it?
Vin met Maya in Lucas's class. And he also knows something about the cow skull through Sophie's windshield, which conveniently made Lucas look guilty. If I can pressure the other Vin, maybe he'll tell me what the hell is going on here. I know you're busy. Give me just a minute of your time.
This better be worth it.
Yasmin gave you this job as a favor, didn't she? For talking to a reporter who was writing about Maya's death?
Didn't your parents ever teach you to not bring up people's dead friends for no reason?
There is a reason. I promise.
Please, enlighten me.
It might not make a lot of sense, but I'm trying to help someone. And that means learning about Maya.
Maya's been dead for years now. She can't help you or anyone else.
Just go with me for a second, okay?
All right.
You said in your statement that Maya was troubled. But that wasn't true, was it? Vin, what really happened?
Ask Lucas Colmenero. It all started in his class.
Sorry, this is literally what I'm talking about, Alex. I literally talked to Gwen, who told me you to like fuck off, so I went to talk to Yasmin. Yasmin was like, you should go talk to Vin. Couldn't talk to Vin unless I talked to Diamond. Finally talked to Diamond so that I could talk to Vin. Now Vin's telling me I gotta go talk to Lucas. It's too much. Video games have done this since the dawn of the universe, but literally, like, just cut out a third of this and it'll be enjoyable. Because at the moment, it's just like I'm talking to this person so that I can talk to this person, and I can't talk to this person unless I talk to this person, and I can't talk to this person unless I talk to this person. Sorry. Anyway, let's get back.
He has Maya's blood on his hands.
You're not saying Lucas
Killed her? Not literally, but... The man deserves every misfortune that befalls him.
Like, for example, if Safi suspected him of tossing a cow skull through her windshield?
No more free secrets. I have a reputation to protect.
I guess I could reveal one of the other secrets I know.
You and Safi were together. Lucas filed a restraining order against Safi. Gwen was framed. You owe me a favor.
You owe me a favor, remember? Because of your package.
My... package?
Shit, that's in the other...
Motherfucker! It's been 3 months, okay? It's been 3 months.
timeline. Get it together, Max.
Listen, Max. It's been 3 months. I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Ah, fuck it.
You and Safi had a thing, didn't you?
One, information I already know isn't exactly thrilling. Two, I'm dying to know how you figured that one out. Because I'm confident it wasn't Safi.
I saw a photo on your phone.
Remind me not to underestimate you.
All right. So was the cow skull you or not?
Yes.
So, why?
I mean, you've seen a pissed off Safi before. She's like a force of nature. When I heard her book got squashed, I seized an opportunity to aim her at a deserving target.
So you were, what, protecting Gwen?
That's as much as you get. And now I really do have to get back to work. But, Caulfield, whatever the real reason is for you digging up old history, be respectful to Maya. She suffered enough while she was alive.
That's fair.
Max, don't need to knock. My door's always open. Come on in. I want to show you something.
Aw, cute.
My son gave that to me a few years ago. I just dug it out of storage. Ah, are you familiar with Araucaria forests? They're all over southern Chile.
I'm not. They look beautiful. I don't recognize the name.
Oh, that. A fan sent it to me. He's quite famous, actually. Do you follow much football?
Not really. Looks like someone had a party foul.
What? Oh, it's just coffee. I'm a little preoccupied.
What did you want to show me?
Take a look at that.
Holy shit, he actually did it. Did I make the right choice? Should I have told Sophie about this? A movie? Holy shit. Now I don't have to read the rest of the book. Looks like Lucas has been having some late nights. A pen so fancy I'd be nervous to write with it. This is actually a really cool shot. I hope Robbie's doing okay.
It's a temporary one. I bought myself 2 weeks to find some solid evidence. I know you may not be thrilled. Safi's your friend.
BRB.
But it's giving me a lot of peace of mind, so thank you.
Sorry about that.
You don't have to thank me. It was none of my business. Shouldn't have been looking through your stuff in the first place.
I don't disagree. But no harm done. But I'm sure that's not why you came to my office. How can I help you, Max?
I don't mean to pry, but I couldn't help seeing that email from your agent.
Oh, no worries. It's an incredible feeling. Getting chosen for the big screen. About time, right? Just don't tell people yet. Okay, Max? These sorts of things, they have to be announced properly. I'm thinking at Krampus.
Krampus?
Probably. I have a call with my agent later. I'll get the details then.
How's Robbie doing?
Oh, I was muted. I
Still
hate
angry
this
with
so
me?
much. Alex, to repeat. Have you heard of Lost Records? I think it's a game that's made literally by the same people who make Life is Strange. And I was thinking about playing it, giving it a try. I was wondering if you heard of it. I think it's called Lost Records, but I'm not sure. Oh, nice.
But we're making progress. I canceled a few things to go to his taekwondo match. I think it made him happy.
Why aren't you at that Burlington book event?
The book expo? I pulled out. Didn't seem important, what with everything happening to Robbie and all this.
I was wondering, what can you tell me about Maya Okada?
Why do you ask?
I don't really know much about her, but I heard she was your student. I'm just curious is all.
What happened to Maya was a tragedy. A tragedy I really don't like to talk about. So I'm afraid you'll have to whet your curiosity somewhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me,
I feel like I'm
phone call to
making
take with my
every
agent,
wrong
so if you could
choice.
see yourself out.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, that was a bust. Won't be able to snoop around in here either.
And of course, there's not one close to me, so I have to go all the way over here. Is this the right room? No. Wait, did I get turned around? Oh, I see.
Alright, let's see what I can find about Maya. Should put some ice on that, Mr. Standee. The Shoals Award for Literary Excellence. They're pretentious, shiny, and probably hasn't typed a word in years. Kinda like Lucas.
Uh-oh.
How'd they get in here? Jesus, some of these items are priceless. I've got a lot on my plate. I don't need this right now. Where the hell's Yasmin? Where's security?
First Gwen's slashed tires, now Lucas's office? What's going on in his timeline?
Max, I have no fucking idea.
Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor Colmenero. Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly. That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here. World's
Okay.
okayest dad. Might be the first time Lucas didn't oversell himself.
I think I'm
Looks
in
like
love with
fun
a
read.
slug.
I didn't know Lucas did fun.
That doesn't look like a fun read. That looks weird.
These folders are all from this year. I doubt I'll find anything about Maya.
It's okay. We'll just keep snooping.
That's a lot of junk. But maybe what I need is somewhere in there.
Ah, great.
Yasmin did one of these? Maybe he reads it for the articles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
M.O. That could definitely be Maya Okada.
Can't believe the Lucas Colmenero wants to be... The Lucas Colmenero wants to be my mentor. Going to bring in what I have so far tomorrow. I'm a little stuck on where to go next. So maybe you can help me brainstorm. Excited to see what you think. Thanks again.
Whoa. Why were Lucas and Maya meeting so much? This can't be a repeat of what happened at my high school. One time was far too many.
Yeah, I hope not. That was a crazy storyline. Which, by the way, I don't know if I've ever... I don't know why if I've ever said this, but that really was super unexpected for me. I knew, like, going into it, like, as you progress in the story of the first game, that it's becoming somewhat clear that there's a sinister character, and that even as you go on, that it might be the teacher. But I mean, Jesus Christ, was I the only one who was just like absolutely shocked when the truth was revealed about the first game's antagonist? Like, that was insane to me.
I didn't realize just how much Lucas's book has resonated with people.
Don't care.
Well, this at least confirms Maya took his class.
There's Vin, there's Safi, there's Maya.
Of course, Lucas is the type of asshole that makes you buy his own book for class.
All right.
I'm not going to be able to snoop around with Lucas in there.
Did I miss something? What else did I miss?
Don't think I've ever seen this sort of tree in the wild. Guess normal drip just doesn't cut it for Professor
I'm
Colmenero.
confused.
The Scholes Award for Literary Excellence. They're handing out typewriters now for writing books? Seems like at least one student remembers Lucas fondly. World's okayest dad. Might be the first time Luke... That's probably his ex-wife. They look really happy here.
Oh, hello, you.
What a strange place to find a key.
Thank you for not
Must
telling
be
me.
Significant.
Hello.
Nope. That's not what I was expecting. Wait, 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet? I know this. Maya wrote this.
Let's get ready to read. 1,000,000 miles beneath my feet, something less pointed, more metaphor. In that city, the beast rose and stared into me. It became me. I had always been the beast. But that was later. Now I was trembling, freezing cold on a January morning. I took a step forward. I took a step toward the moving truck, glanced back at the people gathering at the on the curb, and instantly understood what it was like to drown. My parents were looking at each other, and Abasan, Abasan, is that two A's? Was looking at the ground. An outsider might see this as obstinance, disapproval at my departure, but I knew they'd been crying and they didn't want me to see. These people own my soul, I thought. Separating from them was like trying to breathe water. All I could do was thrash. 18 is too young. Hannah is only a girl. Obason said over dinner the night before, talking about me like I wasn't there. She's American, said my father. Like that explained it. We're all American now. All of us except my brother Kaito. Kaito? He had his job in Tokyo. Not even wild horses could drag him from Japan. Those same wild horses that took me from the only home I had ever known across 200 miles of highway to a city with a beast as its center, where inside that labyrinth the people who owned my soul would have it torn away from them. This notion of displacement would translate no matter what the country.
Come on, there's gotta be a copy in here. Maybe 10 of them. Holy shit. It's the same.
Uh-oh.
Vin was right. Lucas does have blood on his hands. This is what I've been missing this entire time. I have to talk to Safi.
Did I read that whole thing muted? God, I hate myself. It's so hard to remember to switch between things. I honestly have no idea if I read that muted or not.
Stay strong, Habibti.
If I did, I'm sorry,
You know where to
stream.
find me.
I'm still not good at doing this full time.
Something wrong?
Oh, you want to talk to me now? I've got nothing to say to you.
Safi,
What? Did you spread my business to someone else?
God damn
Dig up
it.
a couple more clues?
Shit. She knows I've been asking questions. I'm not sure who you've been talking to, but I have a good reason.
Oh, you have a good reason. Well, in that case, what's your good reason, Max?
You were shot in an alternate timeline by me. Or maybe this timeline in the future, potentially. We don't really know. And honestly, there's a whole bunch of crazy shit that doesn't even matter regarding every other character in this story. So there you go.
I'm worried about you. I think there might be someone that means you harm.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't have the energy for this. I think you should leave me alone for a while. Maybe a long while.
That's dumb. I could always go out with Amanda. Clear my mind. Amanda, Gwen, Max, Safi, Moses, Vin, Lucas.
I spent so many
Can't think of the
nights like
blonde's
this
name.
when I was on the road.
Estella.
Diners, bars, hotels. I liked being alone then. At least, I think I did. Joyce still treats me like her second daughter. Even after everything. Sometimes it feels like she pins the hope she had for Chloe on me. The least I could do is make her proud. I can't just sit here feeling sorry for myself. I need some company. I could ask Amanda to help me drown my sorrows.
This is true. Alex. I'm thinking about ending the episode here. Am I close to the end? Or am I good to probably do a bit of a cliffhanger here? What are your thoughts? Or should I at least continue for a certain amount of story? What are you thinking as someone who's experienced this game? I'm thinking about probably calling it quits for now. Until next week. What are your thoughts, buddy? Alex, my dear friend, are you still there? Are you still watching our stream? I don't know how much to continue. High school I knew a punk chick with the worst fashion sense, or so I thought, but now if I could photograph anyone in the world, I'd photograph her. Alright, cool. I think I'm gonna end it here, folks. As per Alex's request, I'll blame this on Alex, but thank you so much for joining me again, everybody. Oh. Back's killing me. Yeah, so anyway, thank you everybody so much for joining me for another stream. I know I was gone for another weirdly long segment. Life has been very busy, and it's been kicking me in the ass, but as stupid as it sounds to say this at the end of February, I am hoping to make the most out of, at the very least, on my own, the Twitch channel for myself during the year of 2025. That is sort of my 2025 resolution, New Year's resolution. Again, I know it's late. It's hard to be a streamer as well as having a full-time job. It just, life gets busy, but I am hoping to, excuse me, I am hoping to continue this, and I'm hoping to get back on track now that everything is starting to seem normal again. So thank you for your patience. Alex, thank you for joining me as always on all these streams. I don't know if you'll be here for every stream that will be not Life is Strange or potentially Lost Records in the future, I hope that I can stream GTA 6 when it comes out, as well as a couple other games that I have in mind. Maybe one day after this series we can finish Epic Mickey. But yes, thank you everyone so much for joining me on this stream. I appreciate you all. Go check out, as I said, the Woodsman podcast on all podcasting platforms, video exclusively on YouTube, and our uncensored video exclusive show on Patreon for only $5 a month. You can watch that show where we do all sorts of things, one video per month, so keep that in mind. And yeah, as long as I can keep this on track, I will hopefully be back next Tuesday for another stream. And hell, I'm just going to say it. If I can keep my schedule the way I want it to go, I'm hoping to do games on Thursdays as well on here eventually. Games that aren't going to be part of a series necessarily, but just me playing games. It could be me playing just games with my friends, or just a game that I want to play like Minecraft or whatever. But that's going to be more down the line once I can get past this very busy schedule at my workplace. But thank you again, anyone who joined. Alex, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it, buddy. You're a trooper, but I also know you just want to kind of see how I'm going to make choices compared to you when you played. But yeah, so we will be back hopefully next week, Tuesday. I stream when I am able, every Tuesday around 7 p.m. So if you want, and I am available, I will be back at that time next week. And for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to probably head out. Have a good week, rest of the week, and have a good weekend. I will hopefully see you back here in 7 days. Yurt!